Hi, welcome to engVid.com. I'm Adam. In today's video, I want to look at 10 words and expressions from the French culinary world, okay? These are French culinary words, means they're talking about cooking and eating, etc. But the reason that I chose these 10 is because they are very commonly used in everyday English, and not only to talk about food. They have very different contexts, very different contexts as well. So we're going to look at à la carte. Oh, and by the way, for the French speakers watching this video, if I butcher the language, I apologize in advance, okay? À la carte, piquant, prix fixe, savor. Now we have with the U and without the U, so British, Canadian spelling, American spelling. Menu, which a lot of you already know. Du jour, à la mode, pièce de résistance, café, and cuisine, okay? Now, we're going to go one by one and I'll show you in what other contexts they can be used. Now, à la carte basically means according to the menu. But what it does is it allows you to order things individually as opposed to a set or a package, okay? So if you go to a restaurant, they have a meal plan, like a set meal. All these things are included. For example, you have appetizer, main course, dessert. You can also order other items on the menu individually and pay for them separately. So whatever is in the menus, in the set, in the dinner set, for example, comes with it. If you want to add anything, you order it separately and pay for it on top of the meal set. But we also use this to talk about any package deal, okay? So for example, you go buy a smartphone, a mobile phone, and the company offers you a full package with all the features that are available for this phone. Now, you don't need all, for example, if you don't need all these features, you can buy a basic plan and then choose the features you want à la carte, okay? So we don't only use it for food, we use it for any situation where you can pick individual features and pay for each one separately, okay? Piquant. Piquant means spicy, but not spicy like burn your head off. Spicy in a good way, like just enough of a sting on the tongue to make it enjoyable, okay? So that's when we're talking about food. We can also use piquant to talk about a person. You can say the woman is dressed in a piquant way, or somebody speaks with a little bit of a piquant attitude. Basically, it means with a little bit of attitude, a little bit risky, a little bit racy, but in a way that has a good effect. It's a bit charming, you can even say. It's piquant. It's not bland. It's not boring. It has a little bit of flavor, even though you're talking about a person or something a person says or does, etc. Prix fixe. So again, let's go back to the restaurant. You go to a restaurant and they have a prix fixe, means they have a set price, means fixed price, and you pay this much. You pay $50, and these are all the things you get. Okay, you can't add anything. There's no a la carte menu. There's one set, one price, that's what you pay. Again, going back to the mobile phone, you can buy a package and it's a fixed price. You can't make any changes to it, no substitutions, no add-ons, no extra features, etc. Or you can just buy the a la carte items as you need them, okay? Savor. Now, savor basically means to really feel or really enjoy the flavor of something, okay? And when you talk about savor as a noun, it has that special flavor that makes the dish really good. And many of you might know savory. Savory or sweet. So you can have like a savory crepe or you can have a sweet crepe. Savory means more of the salty flavor. But when we savor something, we can savor anything. You can savor the sunset. You can savor a book. You can savor a good wine or food, or you can savor something. It means you take the time to really, really enjoy it and appreciate everything that it has to offer, okay? I think everybody, or most people, know menu, but menu is not only in a restaurant. You can go into a store and you want to buy something and you want to know all the products they have available. They show you a menu of items. So basically a menu is just a list of available products for purchase or available services for purchase. So many companies just use the word menu because everybody understands it. They know it's a list of available things to buy and you choose your items. Now, du jour. Some of you may have seen my older video about foreign words commonly used in English, and I already spoke about du jour. But again, it's very relevant to this lesson, but you can also watch that lesson to get other foreign words that are used in English. Du jour means of the day. So the most common use is soup du jour, soup of the day. But we talk about all kinds of other things. So anything that is du jour is what is popular today. You can talk about general things. So for example, even in politics, the scandal du jour. There are so many scandals lately that you don't know how to keep up. So the scandal du jour is what is happening today. Tomorrow there'll be a new scandal. Last week there was a new scandal. Today's scandal, the one that is most popular, the one that is on the news, is the scandal du jour, okay, of the day. Related but different, à la mode means of the fashion. Mode is fashion. So something that is à la mode is what is fashionable today. And again, it doesn't have to be food. Now, if you go to the US, for example, or even in Canada, and you go to a restaurant and you order pie à la mode, for some reason that means pie with ice cream. À la mode has been somehow translated into with ice cream if you go to a restaurant. But à la mode means of the fashion. So basically what is trendy, right? So you're going to wear something, like if you talk about clothes, it could be food, whatever is trendy in food, or it could be fashion. You have to dress à la mode. You have to dress according to the fashion. You have to speak according to the fashion. You have to write books à la mode, according to the fashion, according to what is popular and trendy today. Pièce de résistance. So this is the main feature. Like when you're talking about food, you have your appetizer, your salad, your soup, your entree, your dessert. But then the pièce de résistance usually is the one dish that is the most amazing, the most beautiful, the most delicious, right? But we also use this for anything that is the main feature. So if you go to a conference and there's a whole list of speakers giving speeches or keynote addresses, and then you have the pièce de résistance, like the main speaker, the main event of the night, we also call it the pièce de résistance, the thing that is hard to resist. You can say it in that way. Everybody knows café. You go to a cafe, you have a coffee, right? Or you go to a cafe and you sit down, you order something to eat and a little coffee. But this word has become so common in so many different contexts. We have internet cafes. We have a fly in my face. That's not in a cafe though. Internet cafes. We have all kinds of cafes that specialize in something. So a cafe used to specialize in coffee. Now you have cafes for anything, any boutique store. And boutique is also a French word, by the way. So anything that is boutique, anything that is specialized, we just call it a cafe these days. Now, cuisine. In French, cuisine means kitchen. But now, cuisine basically means anything to do with cooking or food. All right. So if you like to eat French cuisine, you like to eat French dishes. If you like Italian cuisine, Chinese cuisine, if you like Portuguese cuisine, we use cuisine for anything to do with cooking and the style of cooking. So it's not only French anymore. It belongs to everybody. And this is a very common word in English. Okay. So there you go. You've learned more vocabulary. Even though you didn't learn English words, you learned French words. But again, used in everyday English as well, and not only about food, lots of different contexts. So if you want to make sure you understand all these words, go to engVid.com and take the quiz, test your knowledge of these words. If you have any questions, ask in the comment section below. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget that in engVid, you can go to the search box, you can click on my name there as well. I have lots of different videos, lots of other teachers with lots of different videos to help you improve your English. Don't be shy, look around, watch the videos, come back for even more videos to help you improve your English. I'll see you again very soon with something new. Bye-bye.